Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys, so we have lots to talk about, lots to discuss, especially when it comes to the Vanderpump Rules slash the Valley drama, any Bravo drama. And we have multiple Bravo. I'm like looking at the roster today and I'm like, oh shit, lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Now, before we get into it, you guys know how this works. Go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we have to start with this. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Jax Taylor took to his X account this week to confirm that he and Brittany Cartwright are working things out amid his separation. Okay, can I just say really quick? This is the same man who was like, she's been asked Brittany who she's been hooking up with for 4 months. Sorry, Jax. You gave 4 months on Brittany. I had 4 shots of espresso. Nobody's safe in this situation. You're not safe. I'm not safe. Nobody's safe. But what I gotta say about this is, and I don't even know why I'm talking like that. I feel like I'm like Jersey. What I gotta say is, you look like a moron. And that's okay. I think that Jax is just that. I mean, I've known Jax for a decade, and I think he acts like a moron. And I think Brittany is the winner in this situation. But not done. Not done. So, following the dramatic season of the finale of The Valley, which featured Jax and Brittany discussing her decision to separate and move out of their $2 million home, and after Jax seemingly accused his estranged wife of sleeping with another man, he returned to social media with a very different statement. Are you and Britt getting back together? Is what a fan asked on Wednesday. We are working things out. What you saw was filmed months ago. Now, Jax also made a point to delete his prior ex message, which said, "You want to ask Brittany who she's been sleeping with for the past 4 months?" Before responding to the curious fan, Jax had shared what appeared to be a telling photo to his account, which Brittany was seen sleeping in bed next to their 3-year-old son, Cruz. Never fails, he ends up sideways every time. I have a feeling, I'm just going to say this. I think that Jax posted that to piss off the guy that she could potentially be entertaining a relationship with. I don't think that was for fans. I think that was oh yeah, dude, guess what? Look whose bed she's in, not yours. It's so shady. Jax is so calculated. He's so manipulative. He's a narcissist. He's a D-bag. He's literally all of these things. Like, you can see it. Brittany, I've met. She's a sweetheart. Really, she's so sweet. Jax is just, and I'm not saying he's a bad father. I'm not saying any of that. That's not what I'm saying, just to be clear. I just think that he's an asshole. But I think he's an asshole because I've been around him being an asshole in person, live, like in theaters. I've been there. So I have the perspective of somebody who's dealt with him, not somebody who's judging him based off of what I'm watching on a television show. This is not a witch hunt for Jax. Nobody has to witch hunt him, really. And if anybody was capable of it, we would probably call the witches a WeHo. But no, this is purely off of experience, not off of judging what we're watching on the telly. Now, back to it. All right. So, if you guys, I'm sure everybody probably wants to see this photo. So let me just go ahead and put the photo up of what he posted about Cruz and Brittany. So never fails. He ends up always sideways. You can see that he is laying right next to Brittany, and there you have it. Now, although Jax seems to think that he and Brittany are headed for a reconciliation, Brittany said on Tuesday that the two of them are definitely still separated and able to date other people. As fans will recall, Jax stepped out with model Paige Woolen just over a week ago for an alleged 3-hour lunch and was later seen with her at Jeremy Maddox's birthday, where she jokingly suggested that she was pregnant. But following Jax's outing with Paige, Brittany responded to a video shared by a viewer of the Valley who slammed Jax for alluding to Brittany having a drinking problem and suspected that Brittany was sick all the time because she's treated terribly by her estranged spouse. She's in a bad relationship and she knows that there's nothing that she can do to make it any better. Brittany responded with, "Thank you, and just imagine what I've been through behind closed doors." But The Valley has been renewed by Bravo and is expected to go into production for season 2 sometime later this year. I'm pretty sure that it's like this month. But speaking of The Valley, we got to get into this shit too. Jesse Lally claimed that he hooked up with the late Anna Nicole Smith for a year or two amid her past relationship with Howard Stern. The Valley star also revealed that Kristen Doty recently reached out during their feud, and he shared where they stand now. Kristen fell into the drama with Jesse after accusing his wife, Michelle Lally, who he's now divorcing, of having some kind of relationship with another man. Michelle obviously denied it, and Jesse believed her, but the couple separated days after the season wrapped, and now both Michelle and Jesse are in relationships with other people. On the Popping Off podcast, which I'll play you guys the clip because I know everybody wants to hear it, Jesse claimed that he was hooking up with Anna Nicole for a year or two. I would come to LA, she'd be in New York every once in a while, and he joked that he might have been the light that was guiding her. He suggested that the affair took place amid her relationship with Howard, and Jesse first met her when he flew to Miami to do a shoot. The first layout was an old James Dean and Marilyn Monroe photo shoot where Marilyn's naked on a mattress and James Dean has like jeans and no shirt on in front of her. And I literally walked over with no shirt and sat down, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Nicole." And I'm like, "Nice to meet you." And then we moved out to the beach and I grabbed her and I pulled her down into the water, and everybody was so pissed because she was, her hair was wet, her eyelashes, all that stuff. And it ended up being what they ended up using. But later on, when they were walking back to the set, Nicole allegedly said that she hoped she wouldn't get sick. And Jesse then responded, "I have a ton of supplements and vitamins and stuff in my room." So regarding the Valley, Jesse revealed that Kristen reached out to him amid their feud, and he now feels bad about what happened this season. He said she sent a very sweet message, which he thanked her for. Moving forward, knowing that what we all know, I think that Kristen and I will have a lot better of a relationship. Okay. Well, speaking of the that we got to play, let's play it. Here we go. Thank you to Byway Hello Drama.
Kristen, do you feel bad?
I do, because Kristen actually reached out to me the weekend I was at Watch What Happens Live, and she sent me
that you were boring on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I thought it was charming, but sorry.
Which is so funny coming from Teddy Mellencamp, who is like legitimately the most boring person ever on TV, not on her podcast. That you were boring on Watch What Happens Live? Girl, you were boring on multiple seasons of Beverly Hills. Here we go.
So yeah, she reached out to me. She sent me a very sweet message, and I thanked her for it. And yeah, I think moving forward, knowing what we all know now, I think Kristen and I will have a lot better relationship for sure.
Because Kristen's needed for the show. I think she is. I don't need to see her in the apartment getting pedicures. Yeah. I need to see her at Big Bear. So, Kristen, do you feel bad?
I do, because Kristen actually reached out to me the weekend I was at Watch What Happens Live, and she sent me
that you were boring on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
So that I was a little worried before it came out, like how it was going to go, because just seeing the way that, I don't know, certain things had been shot, I'm like, well, certain things that I did could be shot one way or another way, and I'm not really sure how it's going to look.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
So, and like, did I go too far in defending? Is it going to look like I'm like bullying, or what's it going to look like?
I'm so proud of you for how you defended me and like honored. And it was, I felt scared in that situation. Like, people can think what they want of that, but like I genuinely felt scared, and all I wanted to do was run out of there. And part of me kind of wishes that like once I had that situation with Zach that I would have just left. Like, I don't think I had much more to add or do that night, and I was in a horrible mood after that and just didn't want to be there anymore. And part of me wishes I would have just been like, all right, I'm gonna excuse myself, you guys,
work it out,
finish out like whatever your stories for the summer and whatever else anybody else.
So that I was a little worried before it came out, like how it was going to go.
No, I mean, it makes sense. Okay, shit. Well, now I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section if you guys are not subscribed. Obviously, go ahead and get subscribed. But yeah, don't hold back. So we're gonna get into the mess. And then I believe actually I'll do it with you guys. Hey Siri. Text Kim, Bravo breaking news. Hey, are you still down for hot messy topics tomorrow? Question mark. That way, at least I know what we have going on. Okay, so smash the like button. Guys, if you haven't, go ahead, get subscribed to Up and Adam channel 1 and 2. Go vote in the polls. But more importantly, it is Thursday. We're almost at the weekend, and I am so thankful for that. But I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.